Hi there, and welcome to my first ever guide. This is how I train crafting and firemaking as a UIM while trying to not go insane. This method works fine for main accounts and irons as well, if you want to do something maybe a little different. The XP rates I'm getting is around 90k crafting and firemaking XP an hour. If you use noted molten glass instead of making it on the spot, you will probably get upwards of 120k if you are efficient and lucky with the lamp spawns. Let's get started with the gear. I'm wearing the full graceful outfit for the run energy restoration. I'm also wearing the Desert Amulet 4 for the Narda teleport, so I can restore my run energy if I get low. I'm using the Lunar Spellbook for Superglass make and therefore have the Air Staff to save some runes. A Smoke Battle Staff would be nicer for the fire and air runes, but unfortunately I do not have that one. In my inventory I have Noted Sand from the Bandit Camp Quarry, I have Giant Seaweed that I got by farming, some Stamina Pots, a Glass-blowing Pipe to make the light orbs, some dorgesh-kaan teleports, and you can make these by taking 2 law runes and 1 molten glass to all deck in the northeast corner of dorgesh-kaan. Lastly, I have my rune pouch for super glass make and law runes if I need to make more spheres. So this is the actual method. I start by getting all of the stuff I need and then death banking at Espori. This is a completely safe place to train, so I do not have to worry about wiping. The ratio for Superglass make is 1 seaweed to 6 buckets of sand. So with my inventory I can take out 3 seaweed and 18 buckets of sand. You will get some extra molten glass that will fall to the floor. You can just leave it, or I like to pick it up and just make it into orbs and then drop them again. Once you have a full inventory of light orbs, you're gonna run south in dorgesh-kaan. There you will find a wire machine. So from this machine you can steal wires that you're gonna put inside the light orbs to make them into the light bulbs that we use for this method. There is a chance of failing the pickpocket of the wire, but you will only get stunned for a little bit and it's not an issue. So there's a few plugins you can use to make this method easier. There's the dorgesh-kaan light plugin that will show you an arrow to the closest broken light to fix. There's also the object marker, which makes it so you can highlight objects. I like to highlight all the broken ones, but unfortunately they have different IDs, so you kinda gotta do them manually one by one. If someone knows if there's a different plugin for this, please let me know. Now that you have all your light orbs and all your plugins set up, it's just to run around and fix as many as you can. There's a few things to make it a little easier. One thing is using the Desert Amulet 4 to tally to Narda to regen your run energy if you run out. Another thing to note is that every 50 orbs you repair, you get a little bonus XP, which is very nice. Some ways to speed this up is to have, as I said before, noted molten glass. You can get this from TOB, Thermi, or Maspa, but also doing it this way by making the glass yourself works perfectly fine. Having a teleport close to a bank for unnoding would also make this faster. And that is pretty much the method. All you have to do when you're out of orbs is to get back to a bank and repeat. If you know any ways to make this method better, please leave it down below. And I hope you have enjoyed the guide. See you next time!